So, in this video, you're going to hear some of the coolest Disney stories you've ever heard about Disney fireworks, and you're going to see some of the most amazing fireworks you've ever seen in your entire life. I attended Winter Blast 36. It is one of the largest conventions for fireworks enthusiasts around the world. And the reason I went is because they have all these Disney firework guys. They're called Pyros, Disney Pyros, and they're down there learning about firework techniques and all these different things for the shows that they do in Disney. And I was able to interview some of them and talk to them and tell me some cool secrets about Disneyland and Disney World fireworks, and it's awesome. They even let me build my own mortar shell and shoot it up. It's amazing. Spoiler alert, it was awesome. All right, guys, let's do this. Let me show you everything that happened at Winterfest 36 in Lake Havasu. It was awesome. This video is like drinking from a fire hose, though, because there's so much information to be coming at you. Periodically, I'll jump in to kind of help you and clear up what's going on. All right, let's do this. Hey everybody watching Park Pass, I am Chris. I am here at one of the largest fireworks shows in the world, and we're going to be talking to a bunch of old Disney Imagineers, and we're going to show you all we can. Let's do this. I got a security badge. We're going to go backstage. It's going to be amazing. You're going to learn more about fireworks in this video than you ever thought possible. I'm on a golf cart. They're taking us on a little tour here. All right, let me interject real quickly right before you see what you're about to see, because you need to understand what you're about to see. This show, they're during the day here, everybody's prepping, because in the evening they're putting on one of the largest fireworks shows in the world. It's massive. How big is it? We'll put it this way, it's 10 times larger than Disneyland's. It's huge. It's amazing. So, and all these guys are running around and they're getting everything ready, and they're taking me around River Scene magazine, this publication in Lake Havasu. They're taking me around to meet all these pyros and to show and talk with them and show all these fireworks before they're lit off that night. And it was awesome. So let me now back to you're seeing what you're gonna see. All right, guys, this is one of the fireworks that we're gonna see tonight. You'll see this is like a big wheel, and it's gonna spin. This boom is gonna raise 60 feet in the air. This one was spinning one way, and this one's gonna be spinning the other way. And they're all wired and ready to go. This is like very sophisticated. This isn't just like me in my backyard lighting something on fire. These are professionals, and this is amazing. Oh my gosh. Okay, so look at this here. See at the tops here, they're covered with this, is it aluminum or it's aluminum foil. And the reason that's not required, like that doesn't, the reason they have that is think of it as a cap. So when the fireworks show, I'm gonna show you all the other fireworks over here in a second. When they're shooting off, if like an errant spark was to land in one of these, it would shoot this off premature. So they have to protect it. That's why they put these aluminum caps across the top, is to protect it from any type of, like spark or like something. You don't want that going off early. I feel like I'm a little nervous. Like here we are, right by these fireworks. Now these are where these here are where they put the fireworks in, and these are a special type of pipe. Because like if you did it, they were explaining, like if you just did like the PCP pipe, if it exploded inside, it would literally make like a pipe bomb. It would shoot shrapnel everywhere. That would be bad. You don't want that. This here, if it explodes inside, it contains explosion and just does an outward burst, like poof, like that, and stays within there. So it's for safety. And this is kind of what they load them in. Very cool. Okay. So one of the things that the pyros do is they put the different fireworks at different depths. So if you're sitting over here, there might be a firework here, then there's another one here, and then another one here, and then even farther away. This depth makes it look more pleasurable when you're watching the fireworks. You see the different depth of field like this. And I'm going to show you how this show is so huge that the depth of field, there's layers upon layers upon layers of fireworks just going back. That over that hill, which I'll show in a moment, that's where that's where most of the fireworks are. This is backstage area. This is another area, like a corral of fireworks. These ones, they have these red caps on them. They're temporary caps. They will remove those caps before the show. And they also have this plastic over the top just to kind of protect it. But since it's so far away from everything, they're not worried about things really dropping into these ones, because this is really far back. You guys all wave, say hi, everybody. Hey, that was what I was showing you right there, right? I was like that little, I'm like, oh, we're in the very back. There's nothing back behind us. Yeah, just kidding. They're like, look, Chris, there's a whole bunch more. It's like back there. And those people there in the RVs, they come here weeks and weeks in advance to claim the spots for this fireworks show. All right. So this next part of the video, I'm gonna show you what's called the bunker. The bunker is where they store all the ingredients for fireworks. They have rigorous safety guidelines that they must adhere to when they're doing a large show like this. The ATF, the Alcohol with Tobacco Firearms, everything's regulated. And you cannot transport like these fireworks. Like you can't transport fireworks like this. You have to transport each of the ingredients individually, because if you combine them, it could cause an explosion. So everything's transported individually. The ingredients are then brought and adhered to the bunker. They're checked in. They have a person there that you're going to meet here in just a few seconds. He checks everything out. When they check out all those ingredients, then they go off-site, and that's where they assemble these fireworks. They have to build them there, assemble those fireworks that they can then use in the show. And if they ever assemble a firework and they don't use it in the show for whatever reason, they have to launch it and light it, because you can't transport an assembled firework. This is Richard, and this is called the bunker, which I'll explain in just a moment. But this is a fireworks shell, right? Is that what they call this? A shell? This is a 6-inch shell. That's a pretty good sized shell. Okay, and like this shoots up into the sky. It could either be twinkly or the big whatever it is.
Well, he's got glasses.
He's gonna tell us. So
get my glasses out so I can read the darn thing.
Okay.
It's a 6-inch display shell, gold Orido Nishika with red strobe pistol.
Okay, there we go.
So it's going to go up gold, and then it's going to turn with red and strobe effect as it comes down.
I like that.
And so this is the lift charge down here that puts it up.
Okay, that's why you have the cone at the bottom.
Charge for every pound of shell.
There's a charge for every pound of shell.
1 ounce of charge for every pound of shell.
Okay, how many pounds is this one?
This is probably 2.5 pounds, so 2.5 ounces. And then there you go. It can be either electrically fired or hand lit.
Okay. Well, who would hand light that?
I would. Any day of the week.
Really? How far away? If you hand lit that though, like how far do you have to run away for that?
You don't run. You walk.
Okay.
No
Smart.
running. Running equals falling.
Running equals okay. So you how long would the fuse have to be for you to light that and feel comfortable? Like seconds wise?
Anything over 5 seconds is fine.
Wow. Okay. There you go. But he's a professional, so just be aware of that. All right. So I'm gonna try to explain this. What's that? Oh. Windstorm.
A little bit.
Windstorm.
We are in the desert.
All right, so here we are. So this is what happens here, is they have to store, for safety, all the fireworks have to be stored. So if any fireworks that are pre-made, like store-bought, these big ones, they're stored right here.
Yes.
And you check them in and out.
Yes.
Also, some people make their own fireworks, but they have the ingredients. All the ingredients are here. They store the ingredients, and they have to check out each ingredient, and then they go and they assemble it, and there's a staging area where they will assemble those fireworks as well.
Yes.
Did I get it right?
Very good.
Pretty much. Okay. So this all for safety. So everything is checked in and out here. So you know everything that's in and coming out all the time.
Oh yes. ATF is the paperwork for ATF is very precise. They can come and check us. They want to know at any moment what's in there and what's not in there.
Okay. I love it. It's easy. I mean, not easy, but it's very difficult. This next part of the video, I didn't realize it at the time because I didn't really know anything about the fireworks world, but the River Scene magazine had set me up with an interview with Sean. Sean is seriously like the Elvis Presley of all the fireworks gurus in the world. This guy is it's amazing. He's the one that's going to put on this amazing fireworks show you're going to see at the end of this video. It is awesome. And he took a few moments out of his day, it was a busy day, so I could ask him a few questions. So now let me introduce you to Sean. You guys, here I am with Sean. He is his company right there. You can see Howder Fireworks, located out of Missouri. And you know more about fireworks than anybody basically on the planet, basically.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
Top 10,
I've got
maybe.
a little bit of experience, but
How long have you been doing fireworks?
this is my 16th season shooting firework displays.
Okay, and how big is this show that we're at here?
This is the biggest show I've ever done in my life.
It's huge.
Massive.
It's massive.
It's the biggest show that's ever been done for this event, and this event's been going on for 36 years.
Yeah, it's amazing. How long did it take you to prepare for something like this, to get everything set up?
We've been preparing at home for it for about a month.
Okay.
Computer work, paperwork, getting equipment loaded, etc. And on site, we've been here since Monday.
Monday.
We put racks on the ground Monday night. and we've been working product and pieces of equipment every day since then. We have almost 50 people over there working right now.
They're working almost around the clock.
Till show night, till
Yeah,
showtime.
till showtime. Yeah, working on it here. And like this is like I was showing. Like these are like some of the. What are those called? Like what are those called? Those like those little areas.
We call those adjustable racks.
Adjustable racks.
And
Okay.
They have comments in mind. We set at angles to shoot, make different patterns and things.
Now let me ask you the really difficult question.
Yeah.
What's your favorite firework?
Oh, everyone asks that. You know, it's hard to tell you. I mean, there's some really cool stuff in consumer fireworks that you don't see in big stuff. But
Yeah.
if we're going to talk about big shows,
Big shows.
I like the big old shells that rip down.
Oh, those are classic. Those are absolute classic.
They're amazing. That's what the whole finale is full of.
Is that what? How did you get started?
I just attended a class at a local pyrotechnic company back home in Missouri, and kind of jumped in with them, got my feet wet, and really loved it, and they took me on, and I just went up from there and started shooting shows constantly.
Now you're a pyrotechnician, but I know they call you pyros.
Pyros.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. You're a
We're
pyro.
pyros, pyrotechnicians, crazy people, whatever you want to call it.
Whatever it is.
We live for the punishment.
You live for the boom.
The boom.
Yeah. And then is your whole family? They all love fireworks too?
A little bit. You know, my dad loved fireworks. The rest of his soul. He was kind of a little bit of my inspiration to love fireworks so much. My kids, yeah, they like it. They've been to a lot of these things, but it's not their cup of tea, you know.
Yeah.
But no one hates it. All of our family likes it.
No. Do you ever get to go to a fireworks show and just relax, like at the 4th of July? Or are you always setting up and doing it all the time?
Yeah, very seldom. Very, very seldom. There's a couple times we've been able to break away and go watch a show, but it's usually us working all day like this, slam until showtime.
Okay.
And then getting to watch it and pack up and work after that.
All right. HAUTER.
Yes, sir.
Fireworks.com. Howderfireworks.com. And these are this is not for like your. These are the big boys.
No, this is consumer fireworks. I do everything. I sell
You do?
consumer retail and wholesale, and then I do firework displays as well with the bigger stuff that we can't.
Oh my
sell
gosh, really?
to the general public.
Okay,
So,
yeah. Do people always like, hey, can you get us something like even though you can't sell?
Yeah, that's actually what got me into retail sales in the first place. I was
Is it?
shooting big displays, and then all my friends are like, "Give me some fireworks."
You're like,
I'm
okay.
I can't. So I decided to open up a little retail thing, and that way I could send everyone to go buy fireworks.
Oh my gosh.
So it kind of worked out.
And where will you be tonight when the show's going off?
We're gonna be right here. I'm gonna be at the firing table, pushing the go button.
You're doing it all. So you're the one. So once it starts, you're the one handling it.
No, once it starts, the computer handles it.
Oh,
I'm gonna tell the computer to go.
Hey, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for coming out.
You bet.
Enjoy the show tonight.
We'll do. It's gonna be amazing. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you knew this. I don't really have a lot of experience with fireworks, but I was hired to work get shot out of a cannon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I was hired and sadly fired the same day.
Oh,
Hey!
that's a good one.
I don't think this is the time for that type of humor.
That's a good one. That's dad jokes all day.
I don't have a lot of firework jokes. That'll work.
That's
so.
a good one.
All right, thank you, Sean.
Yeah, no problem.
The show's not for 5 more hours, and people are already lining up. They're already out here, and we'll show you the first wave. This is what we're talking about. See, these are all fireworks here. And then, remember when I was showing you other stuff? That was behind those Napa sign. And they call that depth. They have fireworks here, they have fireworks on the back that causes more depth. And then they're also gonna have these big, huge, giant fireballs. When I say fireballs, they're gonna shoot up in the air, way up high in the air, and those are also located back there. Back there, right there. That's like not the armory, but that's the bunker where you check in and check out your fireworks right there. So this whole area is gonna be lit up and it's gonna be going. It's crazy. Like, it's awesome. This show is massively huge. Let me zoom in so I show you. This is gonna rock. This is crazy. They've set it up. I'm gonna actually make a firework. Like, I'm gonna make one. I don't know what I'm doing. They're gonna have to walk me through step by step how to do this. Let's go do it. So these are called stars.
These are called stars?
And these flash, you said it goes from gold to white to blue?
Yes.
Gold to white to blue. Okay, perfect.
And then every little color you see in the sky, that's what these are.
Okay.
So if you want, I'll make one and then you can do the other side.
Let's do it. Yeah.
So you're gonna stack them in there, not on top of each other, but just so they kind of stand up on the sidewalls.
Okay. So you don't want them to stand on top of each other
No.
like that. Okay. And that's the fuse or the wick, I guess?
This is going to help set the shell off from the center. So just like anything else, you want to start it from the center of the foundation.
Okay.
If you do it from the side, then it's gonna break weird. It doesn't give you the full symmetry.
Okay. This is pretty much how almost every single firework is made, right?
Every ball shell is
ball shell, just like
is
this.
made like this.
Okay. And this is just like a plastic.
This is plastic just because if we do the traditional paper method, there's a drying period.
Oh, drying?
Yeah, there's a drying period that takes a couple of days. This eliminates that, and we can duplicate, if not make better than paper, because it contains the pressures a lot more. The PSI spikes in there and gives you a bigger break.
Okay.
Larger sky coverage.
Yeah.
So that's one. And then if you'd like, you can go ahead and do this one.
All right, let's do it. I'm going to assemble a shell. This is a 6-inch shell. And to be honest with you, I was a little bit nervous, but I assembled the shell and actually 2 of them. And later on, you're going to see that we're going to shoot them. And it's awesome. First time I've ever built I feel a little nervous. So we're going to do this. I want to make sure that they're stacked not on top of each other, but around.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay. Do you ever have to worry about like what about like static electricity and sparks?
Sparks, yes. Static electricity, there's nothing in it that'll receive a static charge. That starts pretty much made out of charcoal and potassium nitrate, which is saltpeter.
Yeah.
So there's really nothing conductive in
Oh,
it.
do you see that right there? So it's a hidden Mickey. little humor. Okay. So.
Typically, how many balls do you get in this size?
We did 17 yesterday.
You did 17 of these balls, or
Yeah.
I'm sorry, how much of the?
Stars.
How many of the stars?
Stars.
It depends on the size. I've never counted. I usually just go till it's full, but on average, you're going to do about 800 to 850 grams of comp. So you're looking at about a little over a pound.
Oh, I just dropped one.
Probably closer to 2 pounds of these colors.
I just dropped one. I dropped 2. Did I drop another one? Okay.
Uh-oh, saving that one for later.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that right there. That's a special one. I feel like I'm getting to the point where I can't get them any higher.
Yeah, just keep it below that inside ring right there. You go
Okay.
too high, when we put the 2 halves together, they'll fight each other.
We don't want to do that.
Right.
So, how's that look?
That's perfect here. And then I'll flip it around so that way you can see the center side. Put a couple in there.
Okay. I just, you couldn't see a camera, but I just licked my fingers. It tastes like chicken.
Right, not the time for jokes.
No. Oh, that one might be too. Oh, I think.
That looks perfect.
Is that good?
Yeah, looks good. So now we'll do the top side of the shell. You can
Okay.
fill this one.
All right. Wait. Oh, can you fill that up?
Yeah, fill this side up.
Okay.
Then I fill the other one.
You got it.
So this is where the design part of it could come into play with different types of stars.
Yeah, so if we want to do an inside ring, we can actually stack a different color, let's say silver or blue or green in here. So when it goes off, you get a big willow with that pattern in the center.
Okay. So that's how I make it. That's how I've seen one where it made like a smiley face.
Yes, so what we would do for that is do a full circle,
Yep.
and then we put 2 eyes, usually the strobing eyes, so it looks like they're blinking, and then we do the smile. And if you break the shell correctly, you get that pattern. You can do a star, you can do a 3D square box.
So I'm trying to, and this is they all have paper on the inside of it, right? Then.
Yes. Now I'll show you why we do this paper.
Okay.
This is a little secret I picked up.
I'm sorry, did you say that was a special paper, or is that just regular tissue?
It's just
paper?
tissue paper, but it plays a huge part in assembling this. So next we're gonna add rice hulls. It's literally a little piece of
You say, what are we adding?
rice hulls.
Rice hulls.
It's black powder coated rice hulls.
Black powder coated rice hulls. I don't even know what a rice hull is.
So a rice hull, it's the husk that covers the rice.
Hands do it.
Oh, good, yeah. All right, so this is
So this is what's going to help break the shell apart. You can see what, that's what they look like originally. And then we add layers and layers of black powder to it.
okay.
And that's what really breaks the shell apart. If you make these really, really thick, you get a really, really good break.
Okay.
So I'm just going to add a nice pile.
Okay.
And you want to make sure that fuse stays in the middle.
Okay.
And then, here's yours.
Okay. You want that fuse to stay right in the middle, right?
In the middle, yes.
Oops. I'm spilling a little. Okay. How does that look?
Looks really good.
Okay.
Really good. So now we'll do it on this side.
Okay. Same side. Okay, same thing?
Same thing.
Do you want it okay to fill that up?
Yeah, fill it up.
Okay. Kind of push that down a little.
There you go. Back it in there.
Yeah. All right. How many fireworks do you think you built in your lifetime?
Lifetime I don't know. For this event so far, we've done 63 of these.
63.
Yeah, we put them on big rockets like that. That's all me. I mainly do rockets.
Rockets.
Big rockets, yeah. Give it a twist.
The secret technique is going to do the same with you?
If you can, yeah.
Okay. And I twist it.
Give it a little twist. Okay. Just hold yours right there. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with mine. So
Okay.
we're going to do this.
Yeah.
And then this allows me to flip it upside down without dropping everything.
Okay.
If I didn't have this,
That's the secret.
That's the secret.
The paper holds it together. I like it.
I put the two halves together.
Okay.
Do you want me to try and do that one? Or do you
Yeah.
want to do it?
I'm gonna.
This one's gonna be yours. I'm gonna add a little extra boost to this.
Are you really?
It's gonna break huge.
Okay.
So we're gonna cheat the system here. This is a 6-inch shell,
Yeah.
and we're gonna make it break like an 8-inch shell.
Are you serious?
This is an aluminum mixture
Okay.
that reacts very fastly, very fast, and it's like nitrous for a car.
That extra boost.
Extra boost. This is gonna be massive. We do 2 scoops per side.
Okay. It's aluminum
It's an aluminum based
based.
composition.
Got it.
That's it. Now I'm gonna glue it. We're gonna tape it. Then I go to the next.
That, like when you glue it, like a hot glue gun.
No, it's a special glue that actually melts the plastic.
You don't want a hot glue gun. That's crazy. We're not adding heat to this. What are we doing here?
So let me clear the table.
Let's
and then
do
we'll
it.
reset.
Okay.
For the next step. Perfect.
So this is the one that I built. It says big on it because I'm big. No. This is big because we have the extra there, and this one doesn't.
Now we're gonna add our glue. This
Okay.
glue, it melts the plastics together rather than just hold them together. So now they become one, and you can build a higher PSI inside, and that's where you get a bigger spread.
Okay.
That's what it's all about, big booms and a big spread. So we're gonna go ahead and add the glue. And this part may seem a little strange, a little dangerous. That's why it's rubber. Those sparks, and we're just gonna tap it. We're gonna tap hands closed until everything comes together, and the glue finally sets.
That made me feel a little uncomfortable. We're doing it. I trust you.
Okay. This is ready to go. Set that aside. Okay. And I'll do yours.
Okay.
AKA big.
Big.
Yeah. That seals fast.
Yeah, it does.
All right, so this is getting interesting. This here is military grade black powder. It's in there.
So what they do is they'll load the round ahead of this. Then they have these big round, almost like a pillow, that they sleeve onto these. And then you have a primer that sets off the initial strike, and it ignites all the black powder in the core of the main propellant.
Yeah.
And it sets off the round. So we're able to get some. We're using the best stuff for your show.
The best for the best.
Yes.
Okay.
So we're gonna go ahead and just do this. Go ahead and hold that.
Okay.
All right.
This is just how they transport it. They got it. It's got to be. So it's got to be safe.
So
Don't spill it.
what's the number?
It's 1062. 1062.
So we'll do 10% of that.
So
So that'll be 106.
106.
So go ahead and put 106 grams in there. Should be just around 4 ounces.
Oh, uh-oh. We are at 19.
We need a
100. Oh, 106. Right.
Yeah, 106.
We're fine. I think I got a little nervous there. I got so nervous I forgot my math. Okay. We're at 96, 98.
Nick, the razor blade.
Was 100. 102. Oh, yeah, right on the button. Okay. So we'll set this one down. Hold that over.
About tape. Okay, so next, that's our time fuse. This is what gives us roughly 5.5 seconds, okay, to let the shell rise. As this goes bang in the tube, it creates gases and it shoots the ball up in the air and it ignites this at the same time.
Okay.
So the time delay is about 5.5 seconds to reach the proper height for the shell to do its thing. To ensure that this lights, we're gonna add a little piece of match to it. This would be our 100% insurance. So we split this. So we expose the powder inside the fuse, and then we add a piece of match in there and pinch it.
Okay.
And just a little piece of tape to hold it on there, and that's it. That's 1,000%. It's gonna take off.
Okay.
And then this is our leader pipe. This stuff is black match. It burns at 90 feet a second, so it's instant. We're only using 2 feet.
90 feet per second.
90 feet per second.
We're only using 2 feet.
We're only using 2 feet, so you do the math on that. It's gonna be fast.
Yeah, it's gonna be super fast.
We'll strike it. We're gonna expose a little of the black match. And then another safe but faster technique is you get a little dot of hot glue. This is a low temp glue, so we're not doing anything too scary.
Okay.
And I place that right here.
Okay.
We're gonna roll it over.
Yeah.
Add another piece of glue, another dot, and another dot, and we're gonna roll this down nice and tight. And then if you can just hold that for me.
Sure.
I'm gonna get this ready. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna hold the bottom level,
Okay.
and I'm gonna come up underneath it, and we're gonna marry the two. It's gonna be all in one motion, so that way we don't get any hot glue all over the place.
Okay.
The low temp glue will not set off anything black that's made out of black powder. Not that I would ever just dump glue on it,
Yeah.
but
I feel a little nervous now. I'm feeling a little anxious, but I trust you.
in that box behind you, actually it's not there, it's in my pocket. This is an electric match.
Okay.
So we can fire this up to a module, or hook it up to a module, and shoot this electronically. So that way we can get far back, put the E-match in there.
The 90 feet per second.
It's instant.
Yeah, that's.
There's not-
I mean, I'm a fast runner, but that's ridiculous.
So we get that in there, and then we do what's called a half hitch notch. You lock it down. That's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
So now that's locked in. Just twist it. Gotta make it look pretty.
Yeah.
You're good to go.
Oh, man. That is it. Holy cow, that's amazing.
That was minutes.
Yeah.
That was minutes. If we did paper, there's more steps, more ways to possibly not have it go up. Mess up, yes.
Yeah.
Simple, it's quick.
So, like, the thing is, it took us minutes to do that, but he's a professional, right? This is, isn't like an artist. You're a firework artist. We'll call it that. Thank you. You're welcome. Everything that's built here at this show has to be fired at this show. You can't build it, then transport it. That's a no-no. So it's got to be built and fired. So anything built here, like what we built, it has to be fired here, which means we're going to have to fire it. Here's a teaser of my firework being shot off. So this is a rocket. They put this in a rack. There is enough here explosives, just this one, to shoot a small child. This is double. It's going to go up 1,400 feet, right? 1,400 feet, and then explode. That's really high, and it is heavy. 12 pounds maybe, or more maybe. About 12 to 15 pounds. Like, it's heavy. We're gonna come back when it's dark, and we'll shoot it up at that point. We have to wait for it to get dark. I know, such a tease, but it's fun. We're gonna go look at explore some more things. I gotta tell you some really cool facts about the show, but we'll come back and we'll show you those fireworks. This next part of the video, I'm talking with a retired Disney Imagineer, and this is John. He worked at Disney for, I think, for 36 years. He helped build Disneyland Paris, Shanghai, Tokyo, and also he was heavily involved in the firework program at Disney. You guys, okay, we've done so many cool things in this video, but this is the highlight. This is it. This is John. He was a Disney Imagineer for 36 years.
Yeah, retired.
Retired. Worked up in Glendale.
Yeah.
And when you were with Disney, what was wait, we'll get to fireworks, don't worry. But you also, what was your main thrust when you were working with Disney?
Electronic systems, control systems, things like that throughout the theme parks worldwide.
Okay. And then let me ask a question here, John. And this is going to be hard, but I'm going to put you on the spot. Minnie or Mickey?
Minnie.
Me too. I love
Mostly
it.
because that's like with the grandkids. You know?
Oh, is it? Yeah. It's
Well, Mickey's my favorite, but
Mickey's your favorite?
The grandkids are like all about the Minnie.
But is Daisy also your favorite?
No.
I love Daisy. Daisy's my favorite. I think she's great.
Figment is my favorite.
Oh, Figment?
Figment.
Well, there's reasons. I know. Why is Figment your favorite?
Just whimsical, the imagination sort of embodies the spirit of what we're doing.
Okay.
All that stuff.
But you also helped with Epcot.
Yeah, I was there on ground zero when we were building it.
Yeah, so you were there because you also helped at Tokyo Disney.
I was there when we were building that,
Yeah.
coming out of the mud.
Out of the mud. I'll be there. I'll be there next week. Tokyo Disney.
Oh, I won't.
All right, so Epcot. What was it like building Epcot and getting that all ready to go?
Well, it was interesting because it was, huge project.
Yeah, massive.
I think at the time it was the largest private construction job in the country or something like
Yeah.
that. Honestly, I was like a lot of the engineers at the time. We were
Yeah.
very inexperienced. We were very enthusiastic.
Yeah.
We didn't know what we didn't know, but we were we knew when to ask for help. But basically, we kind of figured it out as we went along, and it worked out. We actually pushed ourselves beyond what we thought we could accomplish.
Epcot's amazing. It's truly magical. So after you did Epcot, then you went and you did Tokyo Disney.
Right. I was there for some of the early parts of Epcot construction.
Yeah.
And then we were ready for our engineers to be on the ground in Tokyo. The construction phase had reached that point, and so they needed us there. So I left Florida and went to Tokyo.
Okay.
I was there like a year and a half and was there for the grand opening of Tokyo Disneyland.
You were there for a year and a half getting it all built.
Yeah.
Holy cow. It's amazing. And you guys were inspired heavily by Florida, right? The Magic Kingdom to kind of for Tokyo Disney?
Yes,
Or-
a lot of the attractions were for Tokyo Disneyland were adapted from
Yes.
the Florida and the California versions.
Yeah.
There were some changes,
Okay.
based on some of the cultural adaptations, but it was largely a Magic Kingdom theme park.
Yeah.
With Main Street and the hub and a castle. What's interesting about the castles is every Disney theme park has, you know, a unique castle.
Yes, yes.
The one in Tokyo was modeled off the one in Florida, but there are some unique aspects to it.
So, okay, so here's the thing. I have to. It's so fun for me to be able to talk to you. You have such a wealth of knowledge. I could sit here all day, but I just want to say, you guys who are watching this video, they don't ever get a chance to like talk to Imagineer, or more importantly, thank an Imagineer. If you could put it down in the comments and just say, thank you, John. Somebody will show him that. As you can see, he'll be able to see the comments, because we appreciate what you've done. We appreciate Epcot. We appreciate Tokyo Disney. And you were with the company for 36 years.
Yes.
And that's absolutely amazing. But you also worked a little bit with the fireworks.
Right. Throughout the 36 years, I worked on a lot of different things. I mean, one of the nice things I really enjoyed about working at Disney there was opportunities to move around and do different things. I wasn't just pigeonholed into one thing for 36 years. And along the way, I worked on some fireworks projects, actually over a couple different times.
Okay.
I started in the 90s when I worked for the research and development group.
Okay.
And that's when we were first pioneering the concept of launching fireworks with compressed air.
Yes. I know all about that. That's amazing.
Right.
You were part of that project.
Yes, I was part of that. I did not invent that concept, but several years after the early prototypes were demonstrated, we put it into full-scale production at Disneyland.
Disneyland.
Right.
They don't do that in Florida, right?
Correct. We do it at Disneyland.
Because of the noise
No.
ordinances?
No, it's mostly about smoke.
Oh.
You know, because we're in a dense urban environment,
Yes.
and you shoot the fireworks every night and you get a lot of ground smoke. And, you know, we have neighbors there, and it gets into the neighborhoods, and it's kind of annoying to the neighbors.
I always knew that you guys did the compressed air, and only at Disneyland. I thought it was because of the sound and ordinance, but the smoke.
Well, it turns out, I mean, that was one of the big driving forces.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of other benefits to it. First of all, you can do more precise placement of the fireworks.
Oh, really?
I don't know if you've noticed, within most of the Disney fireworks shows at Disneyland, there's a Mickey head effect.
Yes.
You know, you get the Mickey head and the two smaller ears up above. You really can't do that without a system like that, because we can place it pretty precisely in the sky, whereas the conventional fireworks, we can't really do that.
Yeah. Now, what we're talking about here, so you saw how I just built a firework. We put gunpowder, and they're going to light the gunpowder. The gunpowder will explode. It'll shoot that up, kind of like a bowling ball almost. But what John's talking about is they use compressed air. It's almost like, do you remember like when you were in school and you'd make like a little spit wad and shoot out of a straw? And it's like that. They're shooting it through air up, but you can have precise placement.
Right. We can set the altitude pretty precisely, and because the launching is actually more precise, it'll follow a straighter line.
Oh, okay,
when we launch it.
Yeah. And I also know something I always look for whenever I'm at Disneyland. I always try to look. There's like a white balloon is released.
Yes.
And that lets them know, like the wind. They follow that balloon to let them know. And so I always try to see that white balloon that's released before the show. Did you ever get to release that balloon?
I've sent it next to the fire guys that do it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, no, I haven't actually done it myself, but they're right there, and they release the balloon, and they talk on the radio, and there's people in the park watching it to see which ways it goes. Because, you know, as you get higher and higher, the winds shift different directions. And at Disneyland, we're in very tight quarters, so there's very strict limits on, you know, where we can drop the fallout.
Okay, excellent. That's amazing. And for Disneyland, where are they shot from?
Well, the main shells, the big ones, we call the aerial shells. That go up high. That's the air launching system is back behind Toontown.
Okay, behind Toontown.
Now, there's lots of other launch locations around Disneyland. There's along the roofs on Main Street and the roofs on the sides of the castle. We have some launch platforms back behind the castle. When you see that big line of fireworks all going up together, you know, that's coming up from at least 9 different launch platforms, all part of the same show.
And then how do you know, because they change the show every couple of years, they'll come up with a new show. How do they come up with those ideas for the new show, and how do they practice that? Like, because you just can't all of a sudden one day you show up and just start shooting fireworks. How do they come up with that?
Well, when we do a fireworks show, it's not really a fireworks show, it's a show, and the fireworks just are like
part of it,
the main component of it. but you'll see there's projection and there's
Yeah.
you know, fountains a lot of times, and of course the music,
Yes.
lighting, all sorts of things. So we treat it as a big integrated show.
Okay.
And that's designed by our creative team, the people that come up with like the Phantasmic show or the main Lagoon show at Epcot, you know, the creative entertainment division. So they design these shows just like you design any other production. There's storyboards and creative pitches and all that kind of stuff. And then once the concept is sort of accepted, then we work with really well-known world-famous fireworks designers, and they go to fireworks manufacturers that they've worked with around the world, and they in many cases custom design the specific shells to match the specific parts of the show. So they're designing these shells in some cases, in addition to scripting all the timing for the shows.
So they had it at they had at D23, they had an area where you can go into, and they let you design a show, and then it mimic a fireworks show above the castle. And they said that they kind of use software like that to kind of get an idea of what works and what looks good and what's pleasing to the eye. So, but when you guys first started, you didn't have that. You were You were just you guys were. We want something fun and cool and
Well, the people, our fireworks designer that worked with this, one of our main guys was a guy named Eric Tucker, who's done Olympic shows and very high profile worldwide events. But you know, he's an expert at this. He's, you know, one of the world experts, and he knows in his head what it's going to look like. So, you know, it's not a problem for him to know what it's going to look like.
Oh yeah, because he's done
the visualizations help him communicate that to other people. The simulations.
So
now, of course, as the technology is advanced, the simulation software for fireworks design is becoming more widely available. We use it all the time for shows like we're doing here now.
Yeah,
it's available for.
Did you have a favorite fireworks show when you were there?
No, not really.
You liked them all?
Yeah.
So that's amazing.
They're, each one's different, and you know, it's like, do you have a favorite child?
No, you love them all. Yeah,
it's
amazing. It's awesome.
Yeah, they're all different.
Yeah, they're all different. Yeah. And how long does it take from I know you're busy, so it's my last question for you.
It's okay.
Like from inception, like, you know, idea to completion, how long does that take to storyboard a whole new fireworks show and then get one up and going with Disney?
Well, those they're like the nighttime spectacular shows.
Yeah, yep.
I mean, I don't recall exactly how long, but I mean, a year or more.
Okay.
You know, from the early phases, because you know, there's a lot of stuff
There's
involved.
a lot of moving parts into that.
And so you know, it's a complicated process, and there's a lot of people involved. And you know, you asked how do you know what it's going to look like? Well, you rehearse them. These shows get actually shot after the park's closed, and they make adjustments to them. Say, oh, okay, let's change the timing here. Maybe we'll put a couple more of these over there, or whatever. Or we'll move this one from there over there. So it's just like, you know, any other performance. You rehearse it.
You rehearse it.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Again, you guys, it's such an honor.
Well, thanks.
It's an honor. Put it down in the comments. Just say thank you, John, and then somebody will get this video so he can see that. It's just an honor to be able to talk with you, and I love it. Your passion for fireworks is fun, and it's fun to be out here and see this amazing show. This is huge, and it's a little overwhelming. There's so much going on, but it's absolutely wonderful.
Right, yeah.
Fireworks is a huge component of Disney.
Well, I got introduced to it at Disney, and I did it there. And many of my mentors, in fact, one of my main mentors that taught me a lot of this business was a guy named Mickey Aronson, and he literally shot the very first fireworks show at Disneyland for Walt Disney himself.
Are you serious?
Yeah, Mickey passed away several years ago, but he's like a legend in the fireworks industry. But he did the very first fireworks show at Disneyland, and I got to learn from him.
Really, I love that. I know that Walt, he had a thing. They called it a kiss goodnight. He wanted
right.
Yeah, a kiss goodnight. He wanted something special for people to end the day on, so he ended on a high note, and so that the fireworks.
Well, it also keeps people in the park, you know, till they spend more money and more time there. Because you notice all the people leave in the fireworks. A lot of people leave in the fireworks. But it is you know, some people like, and it also, you know, works well for the company too in terms of how we help manage the guest flows and all that.
You know, it's interesting because Disneyland Paris, their fireworks show, is actually when park closes. So the park closes at 11 o'clock at night. The fireworks show is at 11:01. Well, actually at 11. But they keep it right to the last second. And it does. People stay for the shows because they're so fun to see. I love it. Yeah. So
now I'm here. This has nothing to do with Disney, although there's a number of the pyro people from Disneyland are members of this club.
Yeah.
And so it became, it turned into a hobby for me that has continued past my retirement. So this is great.
John, it's been a pleasure. You've been great. So just a wealth of knowledge. You guys, say thank you to him. And I mean it. Thank you so much. You've done a lot for the company. It's brought a lot of people happiness. We love the fireworks show. We love Epcot. We love Tokyo Disney. And so thank you so much.
Good. I hope you're having a good time out here.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
Oh, it gets better. It's getting better.
I know. I'm waiting for it to go down.
You see all the fireworks? When it gets dark, we actually shoot them into the sky. It's
Is that what we do?
Yeah, that's what we do with it.
So stay tuned for that, guys. They're actually going to shoot some fireworks here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're going to do that.
Then after that interview, they took me to they have classes and seminars. They learn about fireworks, and there was this firework company from Mexico, and they make $10,000 bull fireworks, and they light them and push them through a crowd. It's insane. So I'm in a class right now, and they're doing a seminar, and they're from Mexico. It's the first time that they've ever been here, and their specialty is they build these giant bowls, and then they light them up, and then the crowd runs around with fireworks and shooting the crowds. It's like a big dance party with fireworks. It's amazing. Each bowl they build costs $10,000, and they all run around and have this massive dance party.
There's no contract agreement. You go at your own will.
So the thing that they're saying is people are like, well, don't they get hurt running around? People are, oh yeah, they get hurt, but it's like a thing of being who's the most macho, like who can take it the most and run around and have a good time, and it's very popular. So these are this fireworks manufacturers from Mexico came up here, and they said maybe next year they'll bring one of their giant bowls here, which would be just crazy. They do seminars like this all weekend long, so you learn new techniques of fireworks and all kinds of new technologies being displayed here all the time. I do have to say this, so I've met a couple of Disneyland pyro technicians that are here at the show, but they're currently still working for Disney, and so they're like, hey, we can't really go on the camera, but we love Provost Park Pass, which that was so amazing to hear. And I ask everyone, every time I meet one of them, so have you ever let the white balloon go? I always laugh, oh yeah, of course. So they're here putting on this show too, which is amazing. A lot of the Disney Pyros are here because, they're the best in the business. All right, so it's really windy, so we got to come in this tent to be able to chit chat, talk to you guys. So let me give you some numbers about how big this show is. Okay, on an average, it's called a line, right? It's called a line. I had to get the correct terminology. It's called a queue. So on the 4th of July, when you go to a big fireworks show, they have anywhere, those usually between 380 and maybe 600 cubes. That's how big it is. So now that doesn't mean 380 to 600 fireworks. A queue could have multiple fireworks connected. A queue is just when they push a button to launch those particular fireworks at that moment. A larger fireworks show, like one on a barge that's going, that's around 780 to maybe 1,000 queues. Disneyland is around 1,000 to 1,200 queues. That gives you an idea of how big the Disneyland show is. 1,000 to 1,200 queues. How big's tonight's show? 12,000 queues. 12,000 queues. 10 times bigger than a Disneyland show. And it is so big, this is the biggest show that they have ever done, that a lot of the pyros who are working here, they're super excited. They're all giddy and happy because this is the largest show they've ever done. It's one of the largest shows in the world. It's gonna be massive. And so I'm super excited. All right, guys, I'm here with Joe. Joe is a Disney pyro technician, right?
I am.
How long you work for Disney?
Roughly 12 years.
12 years, okay. And you do a lot of the pyro techniques for Disney.
I do.
Now, the question.
I'm one of 30-something pyrotechnics in the park.
Let me ask the question that's on everybody's mind, all right? Have you ever let the white balloon go to see which way the wind goes?
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, it's like everybody's dream to do that.
Yeah.
So you've done it more than once, right? Is there 2 spots to let it go? Or
Yeah, we use them in general in various locations.
Okay.
For wind checks. Yes.
Nice. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, and then also, because you've been there, you said 12 years now?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have a favorite fireworks show that you've worked with or worked on?
Yeah, I mean, we do a lot of special events. I love working with special events.
Of course.
But one of our running continuous shows that I love to work is the Fantastic Show.
It's so good, right? Because that was in place before you got there, right?
Oh yes, Fantastic's been running since 1980.
Yeah, and it's one of the best shows. And you actually get to work with the pyrotechnics on that one. That's amazing.
Yes.
So, Joe, you're amazing. We're all jealous because we want to like the white balloon go. So the next time you do that, just know that there's thousands of people out there like wishing that they could let that white balloon go.
Well, we could bring some here. And we could let some white
really?
balloons go.
I'll do it. We'll count it. Thanks, Joe. You're awesome. All right, just one last question. What's your favorite place in all of Disneyland?
Oh, it's gotta be Toontown, probably the fireworks store.
Of course. You push the plunger down. He's like, I'm working here. This next part gets a little crazy. So River Scene magazine, when they brought me there, they were telling people, oh yeah, Chris likes fireworks. And so they ended up putting me in, wait for it, a fireworks lighting class, like learning how to light the big fireworks. And you have to go through a whole class, and then they're gonna have me actually launch and light a firework. I will be honest with you, I was nervous. Okay, I'm putting on a shirt that's cotton, then I had to put on another thing of cotton, because I'm gonna go down and learn how to do safety for fireworks, and you have to be wearing cotton. I have 2 layers of cotton on, and they have to be long sleeve, so we're good. Let's go do some safety training on fireworks. Safety goggles, hard hat. All right, so here I am. I did the safety portion, and I couldn't videotape the safety portion because I had to be very serious and pay attention. But here I am. After you're done doing the safety portion, you graduate and you go light a firework. You see I'm carrying a flare. And I'm carrying the flare a certain way. I'm going out there. They had me load my firework in. You had to do a certain way. You don't lean over because you don't want it to go. Now watch very carefully. A firework goes off right by me, and it scared the heck out of me. You'll see me jump here. Boom, there it is. And I literally jumped a step back. And now you light the firework with the flare. You can see now I've lit the firework. I'm walking. You do not run for safety. You walk back and you turn, and then you look up, and there goes my firework that I launched. And there's my firework. Yeah, it was very fun. I was very nerve-wracking, and then here I am walking. You can see I get a little high five. I'm proud of myself, carrying my flare pointing away from us and walking back. Well, that's like a fire marshal there too. So that was safety. I had to go through a safety training, and I was nervous, but it was super fun. You had to hold the torch a certain way. You had to light. This is crazy, guys. This is fun. But exciting, I don't know, a lot of cool things. But when you go through safety training, then afterwards they give you a sticker to show that you have been certified. I got a little sticker on there, and so now I can light my firework off. Wow. Look how close we are. That's the field. Look what I'm wearing. Do I look good in it?
You look marvelous.
Marvelous. And I have this. Because we're really close, guys. We're close. I got a hard hat, and I got earplugs. We're good to go. And like this is literally a real called a turnout. Called a fireman's turnout. My wife always wanted to marry firemen, so I feel like I kind of do that right now. Beautiful sunset. We're getting ready. They're just lighting up a few. These are people practicing. They're getting their safety certifications. All right, so you see those lights are changing, red and green, red and green. That lets them know that everything's live and that they're good to go. And if one of them is just a solid red, then that means that particular box has a problem. I asked my firework, I said, hey, will you be my designated driver? And he says, I can't, I'm already lit. Get it? All right, so here's the thing. They're all here. I'm the only one that gave a fire coat and a hard hat to. I'm starting to wonder if this is like a joke. I'm the newbie. They're like, that guy needs a fire coat and a hard hat. They're going to do a 24-inch shell.
Coming for redemption from Washington.
This is a huge shell.
5 days of assembly, They now present to you
How
a
high up is
24-inch
this
shell.
gonna go?
Fire when ready.
Oh. Oh my gosh.
Where are they? Jillian? Hold on a second. Guess I didn't have to worry about being in front of you.
All right. The next shell that you're going to see is the 6-inch shell that I built. And I was a little nervous because I was like, what if it's a dud? And they shot it off. Here's what happened. Okay, did you see how big it shot? It shot so big because we put that aluminum in there to give that a big explosion. And it was awesome. All right, so the show is about ready to start here at the fireworks. And they had 3 main shows. They had like a first show, then they had the second show. That was kind of the warm up to the big show. And I'm gonna show you like the little bit of the warm up show, one of the pre-shows. This pre-show, and this is the pre-show, was bigger than almost any other fireworks show I'd ever seen. And it's not even comparing to what we're about to see, the big show. So let me show you a little sneak preview of the pre-show. We're here, the final show of the night. This is Howder Fireworks. Remember earlier in the video I met Sean? Well, they put on this show, and this was the most insane fireworks show I've ever seen in my life. And it was a Back to the Future theme. They had drones. They had drones that shot fireworks. They had fireworks. They had fireballs. Now, here's what I'm going to do. Because of copyright issues, I can show certain parts of the fireworks show. I'm going to show you some highlights so you can see what it's like. I am then going to put out the next video. It'll be this show in its entirety and everything there. There's no commercials or anything like that. You guys can watch that show in its entirety and see how awesome it is. But I'm going to show you some of the cool highlights of that amazing show. It was a Back to the Future themed fireworks show. Mind-blowingly awesome. Best fireworks show I've ever seen in my life.
Go back to the future.
I see some serious shit.
Came here in a time machine you invented.
21 gigawatts tonight. We're sending you back to the future.
Of course, the Chapman under the sea.
And make sure he takes you to the dance.
Who are you?
My name is Darth Vader.
You can feel the boom and the heat.
Fire. Feel that one all over my
It's amazing. Now, I'm going to put that whole video, I'm going to put the entire show so you guys can watch it. And I put it up before, and it was interesting. In some countries, it was, I don't know, it was, I don't know, it was blocked. So I'm just going to try to put it up, and hopefully you, wherever you are, able to watch it. I encourage you to go back and watch this entire show. It's almost 30 minutes long of continuous fireworks and drones and bam, 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 bam. It's amazing. It was awesome. I also want to give a huge shout out, you guys, to River Scene Magazine for inviting me out to see this. It was so much fun. I want to give a big thank you to the Western Pyrotechnic Association for also letting me come around and talk to you guys, interview you, and just see the things behind the scenes of how to do all this stuff. It was a blast. I think we're gonna try to go next year. Gotta take Amanda and Miles. Now tomorrow's video, you'll be able to meet Jillian from River Scene Magazine and talk to her a little bit. I'm gonna show you some things at Lake Havasu, which you did not know. Did you know London Bridge is there? It's amazing. We'll show you that in tomorrow's video. But this was this is a mind-blowingly awesome experience. I'm so grateful that I have it. It was a lot of fun, and please like this video so that other people can see it, because so many people put work into this amazing show. It was awesome. And if you want to see these fireworks like this, you can see them like at Disney. Disney does shows like this, not to this scale, but you guys go down to Disney and watch their amazing fireworks show. Don't miss out. Don't skip out on the fireworks show. It's great. And you can, if you want to get the best deals on tickets, click the link down below, or you can call 1-855-GETAWAY. And when they answer the phone, tell them Park Pass sent you, so you get the very lowest prices on your tickets, your hotels. This is for Universal. It's for Disney. It's for Florida. It's for California. It's for Paris. All of it. You guys can see all this amazingness and just try to save yourself some money. You guys have been absolutely amazing. I got to come down for a second because I got to come back and talk to you. Well, you guys are the end of the video club. Thank you so much for watching this entire video. It's long and you guys watched it. And so if I can see if you watched this entire video, down in the comments down below, put River Scene Magazine as your comment, River Scene Magazine. That way I know you watched this video in its entirety. And I just want to take a quick little moment to say that I'm talking to you. You are amazing. I hope you know that. That fireworks show I saw was the best fireworks show I've ever seen in my entire life. It was absolutely phenomenal and amazing. You are more amazing than that fireworks show. You make the world a better place. I appreciate you. I appreciate the work that you're putting in. And I know a lot of us don't hear that enough lately. And if you don't hear that enough, I want you to know that I appreciate you. You're wonderful. All right, guys. Thanks so much. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Got a lot more videos coming out here. It's going to be a good one. Bye-bye. Fireworks, fireworks. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I saw so many fireworks. I got to light a firework. I got to build a firework. Fireworks. Do, 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 do. You guys, that was such a fun day. What a great day. I can't believe I was nervous and fun and excited. Had the best time. It was awesome. And to our Patreons, thank you so much. We couldn't do videos like this without your support. You are the very best, and we love you.